Okay, so we advanced to the ALCS. I was an idiot, and I thought that we only went 3 games above New York, and we were already in the ALCS. I'm not used to playing the wild card, so wild card to ALDS and then to ALCS. Yes, I know how baseball works. Alright, it's not my first rodeo. Going through everybody so far, we're 2 series deep now into the playoffs, and there's some standout performers. Reese Olson has been excellent in the playoffs. He's only pitched 2 games, 7 innings apiece. He's given up 1 run in the playoffs, struck out 16 batters. He's walked 3 in total, and he's given up 8 hits in the 14 innings. Matt Manning has not had a chance to pitch yet. Job has. He only pitched in the Detroit series. Job only pitched in the Yankees series. He went 5 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, walked none, struck out 8, gave up 1 home run. That was obviously the Giancarlo Stanton legacy game that we witnessed. Skubal has been pretty much perfect throughout the playoffs. He's also gone 8 innings. He's also gone 14 innings, given up 8 hits, 2 runs, 2 home runs. So both of the runs he's given up were home runs. And then he's also struck out 17 batters. So Skubal has been excellent. He's given us 2 quality starts in the playoffs. Kyle Harrison gave us our only loss to the Yankees. Kyle Harrison, 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. Bo Brisky followed. He gave up a run. And then Vest, Foley, and Hanafy were pretty much shut out. Just some guys here that couldn't get on base. That really surprises me. Like, Colt Keith didn't even record a hit. Spencer Torkelson did, luckily. It was a hit RBI. We had a Torkelson triple. And then a hit by pitch by Jordan Westberg. Torkelson also had a he had a fielding error this game and a base running caught stealing. So Torkelson had a legacy game there as well. And now I want to take a quick look at some of the other teams, how they've been getting through. Arizona is in game 5 right now in the NLDS against the Dodgers. So let's go take a quick look at Arizona's lineup, how they've been doing. We can look at their entire roster. Burns been pretty great. He pitched once against Atlanta, and then he's pitched against the Dodgers. Has yet to give up a hit. That game against or a home run, rather, my bad. That game against the Dodgers was pretty rough. Gallen's been a fat disappointment. 6 innings in game 1 against Atlanta, and then he didn't even make it out of the first inning against the Dodgers. So, Brandon Pfaadt was great. Jordan Montgomery hasn't pitched yet in the playoffs. Merle Kelly has yet to pitch, while Ryan Nelson's been pretty solid. Mantiply's been good. Curtis has been good. John Curtis has been really good, actually, for them. Ryan Thompson hasn't pitched yet. Juan Duran, I forgot that they acquired him at the trade deadline. He has been getting dunked on in the playoffs, I'll be honest. 2 scoreless innings against Atlanta, and the Dodgers have pretty much ducked on him ever since. Besides game 2 right here, where he went 2 innings of 1-hit ball. Only struck out 1, though. Justin Martinez has been getting rocked a lot, which sucks because I do think he's the future of that team in the closing position. Kevin Ginkel has been pretty good for them. Lineup-wise, it's interesting. Corbin Carroll hasn't been the #1 producer. Perdomo's been solid. Ketel Marte, look at that. Superstar. Hasn't been producing, really. 3 home runs, though, is actually really good. So he is slugging a lot. 869 OPS. When we take a deeper look at how these last games have been going for him, he's honestly been pretty clutch. 5 RBIs, 2 walks to 6 strikeouts, a double. Solid. Perdomo has recorded multi-hit games in every game he's actually gotten a hit. So, game 2 against Atlanta, did not record a single hit. But every other game where he does, it's at least 2 hits. So, Perdomo's been great for them. 848 OPS in the playoffs so far. Ketel Marte, here's a guy that's been struggling for them a lot. Somebody I would love to have on the Tigers playing second base for us. That would be amazing. Arizona's never letting him go, though. That is a stud to have in Ketel Marte. Breaking out in 2024 for him, I mean, he's always been pretty solid, but 2019, 32 bombs. He didn't even sniff 30 again. Maybe 2023, count 25 as a sniff. And then in 2024, blows it out, hits 36. Career high in home runs for him in 2024. Unfortunate that he couldn't gather a MVP award for that. That sucks. In the playoffs, he's been he's been coming to form. Let's see. The first 2 games here, nothing. Next 2, solid games. He recorded a 3 RBI game against the Dodgers there. Here, recorded nothing, but he did get an RBI. And then up here, he recorded 2 hits and a double. So it's been spread out. Eugenio Suarez, maybe this is a guy that we could be looking at to DH for us in the future. Suarez in the playoffs, though, A 154 OPS. The Dodgers have pretty much liquefied him. Pavin Smith. Here's a guy, another guy. Pavin Smith. He's actually been producing in the playoffs. The games that he's played in, he's recorded a hit every single game. Back-to-back double games over here as well. Recorded a home run against the Dodgers, 3 RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout. Pavin Smith, somebody that should probably be playing more for them. Lourdes Gurriel down here, he has been solid, actually. He's been really good throughout the playoffs for them. And then Gabriel Moreno, that's not somebody who you want to be silenced on your team in the playoffs. You'd like him to be courting more hits. I mean, he's got 3 hits. All right, I was gonna give him some credit, but maybe 3 hits in the playoffs is not worth bragging. The Dodgers, on the other hand, have found themselves pretty well rounded. Ahmad Rosario found his way back onto the Dodgers. He's been showing them like, hey man, I belong here. Why wasn't I still here? Why was I DFA'd with a 300 batting average? So yeah, the Dodgers have Ahmed Rosario, Freddie Freeman, who has been neutralized in the playoffs. Now, this does give me an opportunity to talk about some of the franchise rules I did want to bring up. I don't know if I've already stated it or not. When a player surpasses the age of 34 in this game, they start to regress. If a guy is meeting his expectations or better, I'm going to, at the end of the season, give them half of their regression points back. So that they're still regressing, it's just not as steep or as fast. Because why is Freddie Freeman losing all of these stats when he just put up, what, an 895 OPS season? But he only played 96 games, Trevor. I don't care. Any player that is old that is doing that is getting their stuff back. I don't know. I'm very scared for this series, but we're going to jump into it today, and we're going to try to get it done in one episode. We're going to simulate, and we have custom game entries on. We'll jump in when we jump in. Let's simulate game 1. No, we're not going to let Matt Manning pitch game 1. That's not happening. 1 game at a time. We lost game 1. And we're... So game 2, here we go. Gleyber Torres is 2 for 3 on the day with a home run and 2 runs. Marcus Semien is 1 for 1. Bases juiced. Casey Mize just came out of the bullpen. And we're jumping in.
Now batting, first baseman, Jake Berger.
We're scared. The bases are juiced. The first pitch from Mize. Gone! Grand slam. The first pitch Casey Mize throws is a grand slam to put the Rangers up 10-7. Wow. I'm stunned. The first pitch called is crushed. Well, let's at least try to get out of this inning now. Jock Peterson up. Take that strike inside. Peterson 1 for 1 on the day. I can barely hear myself talk. It is absolutely insane inside of the stadium right now. As Casey Mize kicks and fires. Fouled off. That's not a great way for a guy to try to get his confidence back. 0-2 count. Misses low with a slider. Let's try to get him swinging up and in. Or up and away. 1-2. Misses. That's why I like having this kind of pitching style for these franchises on YouTube. Makes it much more player rated, which is the goal for me, as that ball's chopped. Fouled. 2-2 count now. When I play my own franchise, obviously, I use meter when I have my A's franchise going. But I do find whenever I make the franchise videos on YouTube, it's much more fun for me to just have it be more player rating based, as that ball swung on and missed. Rogers will recover it for out number 2. Still down by 3. Josh Jung at the plate. I didn't expect us to make it this far. I thought we were still maybe a piece or 2 away. And, you know, we still might be. At the same time, I don't want to immediately make it to the World Series in this series. World Series this series. Casey Mize is trying to get back into this count. And he won't. Well, he's our long reliever, so we're going to need Mize to kind of step it up here. And it's a 4-pitch walk. Odd. Can't do anything but shake my head at that. First pitch to Kyle is also missed, so that's 5 straight out of the strike zone for Casey Mize. And that ball's crushed. And gone. Mize leaves another one over the plate. And Kyle Higashioka. What did I just say about him? Why is he Babe Ruth? Why is he Babe Ruth? I don't even know what to do about Casey Mize now. He's only thrown 14 pitches. I can't even take him out of the game yet. He's faced 3 batters. He's given up a grand slam. He got a drop third strike. And then walk. And then he gave up a 2-run shot. He's got Josh Smith here, 0-2. The pitch from Mize. Misses. I know the ratings behind his pitches matter with his confidence. That ball's crushed into center field, but it's very playable for Meadows. And he'll be there to record the outs. The bleeding ends here in the 4th, but not before the Rangers take a commanding 12-7 lead. We're going to return to simulating, see if there's a spot, and there's not. Carpenter hit a solo home run, and that's the only other run we were able to get this game. Rangers put up 5 in the 1st, 7 in the 4th, and then we're shut out for the rest of the game. We put up 2 in the 1st, 5 in the 4th, 1 in the 8th, and that is it. The Rangers take a 2-0 series lead. Kumar Rocker goes 3 innings and gets the win. Job got hit very hard. Wow! That is rough. Skubal on the mound. Cody Bradford on the mound for the Rangers. We're coming in. Down by 1. Here we go. We're here in Comerica Park, bottom of the 8th inning. There's 2 on. There's 2 out. And the Tigers are down by 1 with Jake Rogers at the plate and Hobby Milner on the mound. Chopped foul. Rogers 187 in the playoffs so far. 1 for 3 on the day. Chop foul again. We can't. That arm angle is disgusting. In an 0-2 count, do I just pull Rogers and bring in somebody with some more, lefty? Wait a minute. We're going to go to old reliable. I get it. It's an 0-2 count. All right, this is unrealistic. But old reliable off the bench. Andy Ibanez. Oh, if I could have just set back on that one. Up the middle. Oh, he bobbles it. He bobbles it. The throw to first in time. We're going to finish playing this game. Corey Seager leads off the top of the 9th. Bo Brisky is still pitching today. 16 so far to start the 9th. First pitch he throws is called strike on the inside. The 0-1 from Brisky. Kicks, steals, fouled off. Lefty-righty matchup here favors Corey Seager. Lefties are batting 500 off of Bo. Fouls off another pitch. I don't really love the location of that slider. The 0-2 again. 1-2. I fully believe this is a do-or-die game. We gotta warm some people up. This is a do-or-die game. We cannot let Texas go up 3-0 on us. That ball misses way outside. 2-2 now. See if we can't drop that circle change. The 2-2 from Bo. Fouled off again. We'll do it again. 2-2. Fouled off again. I don't care how many times we need to do this. We're going to do it. The 2-2 from Bo again. Popped up and fouled away again. How many times is Corey Seager going to foul this next pitch off? He does it again. This is where I hate the AI in this game. Mound visit. Let's give Duvall a couple more seconds. Let's check on Duvall. He's warmed up. Let's bring him in. AJ Hinch is going to come out from the dugout. And we're immediately just going to skip past it. We want Camilo Duvall on the mound in this spot. Camilo is our GOAT. In Camilo, we trust. The 2-2 from Camilo. Chopped. And we're going to ring him up. He chopped at it. He offered at it. Tried to hold up, but you're not holding up against that. Oh, here comes Jake Berger. We have some business to settle with you, my friend. First pitch to Berger. I mean, you just called that a strike the last at-bat, but whatever you say, Blue. 1-0. Fouled off. Berger giving us our strike back. He said that was a strike earlier. I'm just going to give it to him here. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Ballerina up there, Jake. What are you going to do here? The 1-2. The false pitch. Grounded up the middle. Keith has no chance to play it. Meadows will be there to recover it. And there's a runner on with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Josh Young at the plate. And that slider was right in the sweet spot. But he takes it for strike 1. The 0-1 from Duvall. Down the middle. Duvall, please stop. Stop hitting that spot. The 0-2. Inside. Take a deep breath. Let's kick and deal. 1-2. Chopped away. We'll do it again. The 1-2 again. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 for Josh Young. There's 2 away in the 9th. Josh Smith at the plate, 2 for 3 on the night. Ground ball. Keith dives. He's only able to stop it. Throw to third. No play. I guess, no, diving was the right move. Oh, it was just early. That was a good dive. 2 on, 2 out, Semien at the dish. Takes a fastball basically down the middle. 0-1 count. Duvall needs to stop hitting that spot. Strike 2, swung on and missed. Here we go. Let's go with the slider one more time, shall we? 0-2 to Semien. Takes it. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Crushed. Back. Green at the wall makes the play on the warning track. That one scared me. With Mason Miller. I can't believe this. Mason Miller on the mound. We're going to pinch hit Baez here. I'm sorry, Baez lovers, but I need a lefty. Let's go with Trey Sweeney here. Oh, this isn't a spot I want to be in ever. Little soft fly ball caught, of course. Now we're down to our last 2. Do we just try to pull a home run? We might. Ball. And very early on that one. Here we go. The 3-2 to Austin Meadows. Austin Meadows, it's Parker Meadows. Line drive up the middle for an out. God forbid we get any, exit velo. Gleyber Torres. You are our last hope, friend. Swung on and missed. That slider. It's really hard to just sit back on a slider when the guy's throwing 102 most of the time.
1-1.
That's a 20-mile-per-hour difference. This is a high-stakes at-bat for me, too. This could be one of the last at-bats we see Gleyber Torres take in a Tigers uniform. And for what it was, that's not a pitch to swing at.
2-2 the count.
It was only 1 season here, but we have a lot of memories with him. Could he create another one? The 2-2. No! Oh, just early! Just early! No! No! And that was not something to swing at. Rangers take a 3-game lead. What am I doing? Skubal got rocked that game. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits given up, only struck out 3. He walked 2 and gave up 3 earned runs. This Rangers lineup has just completely owned us. And we'll try to avoid the sweep here. Kyle Harrison is on the mound. Has Reese Olson pitched yet? He hasn't. I think we go with Reese Olson. It's the first inning. We're jumping in already. We're here. Bottom of the first. Jacob deGrom is on the mound, trying to get Texas into the World Series. All right, what am I doing? I don't like the way the ball comes out of deGrom. I don't like the way the ball looks coming out of his arm. It's just weird. It doesn't look right. Right? Does the ball traveling not look weird to you guys too? Maybe I'm tripping. Harry Carpenter, a season full of memories. Trying to continue ours.
Full count.
Full count. Runner on first. That ball's hit into the outfield and caught for out number 1. Well, looking at the Tigers lineup tonight, Green, Carpenter, Torres, Torkelson, Westberg, Meadows, Keith, Rogers, and McKinstry. This offense has completely fallen flat. And honestly, I won't lie to you guys. It is year 1, and I am impressed with what we've done in year 1. But this just proves that there's work to do, and I'm excited about that. I like when I press the button down all the way and the game thinks it's a check swing. And then that one's going to go off of DeGrom's glove. Everybody's safe. 2 on here. 1 out. Torkelson at the plate. Ooh, that was in there. We got to take some pitches, though. Not against that. Nothing wrong with taking a pitch. Down the middle fastball, fouled off. Did I have good swing timing? I guess I did, but that's the swing timing MLB The Show doesn't reward. And I swung at that. I don't understand why. Just trying to sit back on a pitch that I couldn't do that on. Westberg at the plate now, and he hits a ball. You know, a slider that was hanging. He hits it. Good swing timing, but it is a pop-out. Well, we're going to return to simulating. It'll jump us back here in the bottom of the second. Colt Keith at the plate. Runner on first. Texas is up 1-0. And that's a perfect line drive by Colt Keith. The runner is going to go all the way to third, slides safe. Double play ball still in action, but Meadows is on third. I have loved using Colt Keith in the playoffs so far. I love his at-bats. I love his swing, his stance, everything. You know, those just those players that you're more comfortable with. And Colt Keith is one of those for me. I've really learned his batting stance. Jake Rogers at the dish. He's got a 712 OPS in the playoffs. Hits that ball. Wow, I said that weird, but I don't care. That ball's deep into center. I think Meadows is scoring. He's going to go. Parker Meadows trying to advance to home. No throw. Tie game here in the bottom of the second. Detroit still has some life. Rogers did his job. Zach McKinstry to follow. I haven't taken an at-bat with Zach McKinstry in months. Fly ball into left or right. Doesn't matter, it's caught. There's no pop in that bat. Riley Green now, he's here. He's here to try to clutch up. I guess I was a little early on that, but come on. Oof. Maybe just a little early on that one. MVP chance to Riley Green. Maybe not in this playoffs, but in the future for him, yes. Oh, that broke. That was a nasty curveball by DeGrom. Green's going to go ahead and swing at it. He's fallen back to an 0-2 count. Shots over to second. Throw by Semyon in time. And we are tied through 2. We return to simulating. We're here in the top of the third. Olsen on the mound. 1-0. Misses high. Our pitchers have just been inconsistent. What is going on? Feels like nobody can really hit their spots. That ball was way high. That's not where we wanted it. 2-1. 3-1. What is going on? The 3-1. Fouled off. We'll go full. 3-1 by Olsen. Or the 3-2. Popped up. Keith is going to have a play on it. He'll be there. Out number 1. Wyatt Langford to follow. Runner on second. There's 1 away here in the top of the third. 2 for 5 in yesterday's game. It's Langford. Misses high and inside. 1-1. Olsen's got him to 2 strikes. The pitch. Crushed into left field. That ball is not going to be playable for Riley Green. It's off of the wall. Rangers are going to score 1. Meadows is there to back it up. The throw is in time to the infield. I don't know what to do about that. I tell him where to throw it, and he's been missing his spots. So this just proves to us that we still have a lot of work to do. I thought I saw him running. He got off the bag a little too much there. 0-2 count to Corey Seager. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Well, now we got to shut down the Burger Man. Swung on and missed at the first pitch. 0-1 count. Grounded to Torkelson. Plays it. Throws to Olsen. It's a foot race to first. Olsen is there in time. And we're through the third. Bottom three. Harry Carpenter at the dish. Fouls off the first pitch he sees. Been a while since I've been able to use or anybody, so I've been kind of rusty. Chopped over to first. Burger's got it. In time. 1 away here in the bottom of the third. Gleyber Torres up. DeGrom at 32 pitches already. Pretty good for being in the bottom of the third.
Ball.
Misses inside. 0-1. Torres lined into left. Back at the wall. And it's going to hit the warning track off of the wall. Torres isn't hustling into second enough. The throw time is not there. I could not handle my words. I was very worried Gleyber was going to get thrown out at second. I was very worried Gleyber was going to get thrown out at second, but he wasn't. 1 out double for Gleyber Torres. What an excellent postseason he's been having. Fouled off. It's a little bit late for Torkelson. Grounded up the middle. That could score a run. It might. We're going to send Gleyber home. Gleyber's running home. No throw is happening to home, and we're tied at 2. Spencer Torkelson. Base hit up the middle. Shades of what we did against New York at home. I could barely think half the time when stuff's going on. Lined into center field. Very playable, though. Out number 2. I have some thoughts on Parker Meadows. He's been a fun guy, but I don't know. We need more offense.
Ball 1.
Which is crazy to say because we were, like, what, the 3rd ranked team in terms of offensive production last year? Well, this past regular season, I should say. We were, like, 2nd in the American League, the home runs, only to the Yankees. 1-1. It's a Chipotle. I just couldn't catch up to that. I can't speak in these playoff games. Normally I play without recording my voice, so I'm able to, like, lock in and focus. I could have took second on that, maybe. I get scared anytime one of those happens. I've already been thrown out. So when I'm trying to talk and focus at the same time, I often ruin it. That ball's hit perfectly into the gap. Please get down. It will. Parker Meadows almost gets a home run. Torkelson's going to get sent home. The throw is not happening, and we have taken the lead. Parker Meadows. RBI double for the lead. Grounded to second. Semion's going to throw into first and retire the side. But we take the lead. 3-2 ball game. 2 outs, runner on first here in the bottom of the 4th. End of the 4th. Nothing we can do there. 54 pitches so far for Olsen. Solid game. That ball's hit. Oh my God! Jordan Westberg! Or should I say Superman? I've been having some thoughts on the starting rotation that I kind of wanted to share with everybody. Because I know for sure we have definitely a solid, like, 1-2. We have Skubal, we have Olsen. Job obviously isn't going anywhere, but that 4 and 5 spot, I feel like that's pretty much up in the air. Strike 3, swung on and missed. It's a 4th strike out of the game for Reese Olsen. Jacob Young to follow. Olsen kicks, fires, fouled off. But like I was saying, we don't really have of number 4 or number 5, a true 4-5. We have 3 guys who could all potentially play there. We have Matt Manning, we have Casey Mize, we have Kyle Harrison.
Ball.
And all of them are kind of on deals where they have 2 to 3 years left. As that ball's aligned into right. Wyatt Langford to follow.
Ball. No.
Where'd that miss? So we don't have a solidified bottom rotation. But we're going to figure it out. We're going to give those guys chances, you know. Swung on and missed. That circle change was filthy. Let's go back to that. The 1-2. Fouled off. I don't know how he made contact with that. Let's go with the curveball now. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Reese Olsen gets out of the 5th inning. The lead is intact. Josh Spores? Sabors? Spores. Alright. Well, that's a pretty cool name. Close enough. Spencer Torkelson following here. 1 for 2 on the night. He already gave us the lead earlier. And he's going to pop one up. Out number 2. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Jordan Westberg up. Ball 1. My brain is just mush in the playoffs. Or in any game. I'm just so into the game that I can't think. I'm a little disappointed with Westberg's regular season performance. I have some thoughts, just fouled off. They're not always really cooperating with my mouth and leaving the tunnel. They're kind of just stuck there like mashed potatoes. Foul another pitch off. I feel like I'll get a lot more comfortable in the Season 2. This is the first ever full season of franchise baseball I've ever done on YouTube. I'm very thankful for everybody that stopped by and has checked us out, has watched the Tigers franchise. I've rewatched it countless times. Each episode as that ball's lined into left field, back at the wall, but it's foul. I've rewatched every episode, and I have, shook in my head sometimes, or shaken my head at myself. Little line drive into the gap. Will it drop? It will. Base hit. Jordan Westberg. I wish I did the draft differently. I wish I was more involved, or I involved you guys in the scouting more. I wish I did some longer episodes and not just game broadcast where it's like, oh, we're here now. Oh, we're here now. I need to take you guys along for the ride more. It's all about getting comfortable, and I feel like I've been getting a little bit more comfortable. Ground ball. Semien is able to make a play on it! The inning will continue! Base hit for Parker Meadows. And now Colt Keith has a chance to get a runner in. Swings to the fastball. Maybe that's not a pitch you want to make contact with anyways. I had to swing at that. I didn't want to follow 2, but that will end the 5th inning. Hold my thoughts where they're at. We're through 5. Of course, Seager leading off here in the top of the 6th. I know we've been giving some superstars, we start with some superstars on this team. Riley Green, Kerry Carpenter, Turek Skubal. There's some core pieces on this team for sure. And that brings me up to another regret I have on this series as Seager fouls another one off. I regret not having a whole deal about Turek Skubal's contract extension. Strike 3, swung on and missed. One out here in the 6th. I wish I made that more of a storyline, more of a bigger deal. I just was like, oh, hey guys, by the way, Turek Skubal, he's going to be here the rest of the franchise. That's one of the regrets I have from this first season. I've also gotten a lot better at drafting. In my A's franchise, I've taken so many good position players compared to what I did in this Tigers draft. I didn't think it was a horrible draft. I'm just a little disappointed in it. As now I know for sure we're going to be having a higher draft pick, or a lower draft pick, rather, in this upcoming one. 3-2 full count here. Reese Olson will kick. Fire. Swung on and missed! Back-to-back strikeouts to open up the 6th inning for Reese Olson. He's got his 7th on the night. I am very excited for this free agency that we're coming into. I want to make you guys more involved somehow. Whether that be with a live stream of the off-season, maybe? I don't know. I know I want to make this an in-depth, numbers-based franchise. I know I want to do a lot of episodes as in-game broadcast. I do really enjoy doing that. That ball's fouled off. I don't know if I could live comm those yet. I would like to pick up the pace during the series, though. So maybe not, a bunch of games like that as Colt Keith is diving for that ball, and he makes the play. We're through 6. We are not through 6. We will be through 6 after this. We're still up by 1. Chopped foul. I want to definitely make the pacing faster, which I did plan to do in year 2, because year 2 is always more fun than year 1, but I've never been to a year 2 while doing a franchise on YouTube. I only ever made 3 episodes of a Red Sox series that is lost somewhere on YouTube. I do want to make this a long series, and I hope we can pick up the pace, and I know I can. Year 2 is going to feature a lot more player locks, a lot more in-depth games. I do want to do some minor league episodes. Strike 3. Swung on and missed. Rogers goes down for out number 1. Picking up the pace, you know. We are in the playoffs, but I want to be able to pick up the pace to where... I'm going to pinch hit Zach McKinstry here. One of my other issues is I speak faster than I can think. Or I think faster than I can speak. So my words come out all mashed. Andy Ibanez, dead center field. Jacob Rung on the warning track. He's not going to catch it. Andy Ibanez, pitch hit, home run. Tigers lead by 2. What did I say? Old reliable. Comerica Park, get on your feet. The Tigers have a pulse. I was really hoping to go back-to-back there. You know what was a fun moment? The back-to-back-to-back we had in the playoffs against Cleveland. Wasn't that fun?
1-1.
But I do hope we can pick up the pacing, you know. I'm speaking a lot about, like, this is the end. Speaking a lot about... That's me doing it again. I'm speaking about next season right now, like this is definitely the last episode. You never know what happens this game. If we continue to stay in the lead, which it looks like we're going to do, we could go all the way to the World Series. You never know. Ball's chopped to Semien at second. He's able to make a clean play on it to first. Went away. Harry Carpenter to follow. At the disadvantage in this at-bat. Lefty on lefty. He really struggles with this. Oof. Nasty circle change. I've been finding the correct balancing, too, with difficulty with the franchise. I think I found it. I found the perfect sweet spot. But earlier on, I definitely struggled with it being too easy and then too difficult. And now I think I finally kind of found, you know, the correct heatness with my porridge. Hard ground ball to Seager. End of the 6th. Regardless, the Tigers lead by 2. Andy Ibanez. Solo shot to center field. Will Vest has not looked great in the playoffs. Those numbers, the batting averages against, are not fun to look at. I don't want to spoil some of my offseason plans already. I do have quite a few. My number 1 goal this offseason is to acquire a DH. Was Gleyber Torres a good one? Yes. But he had platoon issues. Torres was far more useful against left-handed pitching than right. Fouled off. His power against righties was just too below average. And you know, if we get a DH, I want a guy who could just, doesn't matter the platoon. Doesn't matter who's pitching. I can have confidence that this guy has the ratings to get the job done. That's what I want out of our DH. Josh Young goes down swinging there. Will Vest records his first strikeout of the night. Kyle Higashioka following. Basically Babe Ruth Jr. We're in the top of the 7th. Tigers lead 2-0. Nobody on and 1 out here. Will Vest evens the count at 1-1. I wish I involved the Kerry Carpenter contract extension as more of a storyline. I kind of fumbled the bag there, and I did want to apologize for how weak the first season feels. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Will Vest. I'm over here yapping, and he's over here catching people swinging. Let's see if we can strike out the side with Will Vest. We're already one step there. I want to know who are some of your favorite players featured. I feel like when we simulate next year and we're using those critical situations to jump into games more frequently in episodes, we'll get a good look at more players. And obviously, I know some of you guys enjoy those full game broadcast style episodes. Those will still be a feature. As that ball's softly grounded over to Westberg. He makes a running throw to first in time. That'll retire the side. We could always move people around, you know. Torkelson could be the full-time DH. What if we find a new first baseman? If we find a new first baseman, Torkelson can move the DH. What if we find a second baseman? And that'll move Colt Keith to first. We'll have to DH Torkelson regardless there. I would like Vest to finish us at bat. Alright, he will, and not in the way I wanted him to. Okay, let's not throw that one in the second. Leadoff single from Marcus Semien. At the risk of bleeding our bullpen dry, we're going to warm up some people who've already pitched. And then hopefully the guys who are very close to being at full rest will get there. Brendan Hanafy was a September call-up. He had a 5 ERA. But our bullpen is pretty weak. I mean, everybody had a good ERA. Just on paper, this is a very weak pen at some points. That ball's crushed in the gap. And that was 2 on in the top of the 8th, and I'm shaking. Let's throw that fastball up and in, huh? 1-2. Fouled off again somehow. Let's change some speeds. Drop that circle change low. It's going to do nothing. Is the runner going to advance? He's not going to try to. Maybe we'll drop that sinker low. The 2-2. Swung on and missed! I wanted to look at that graphic, but I'm too locked in here. Seager takes a questionable ball call. Swings to the fastball high. Let's hit that spot again, huh? And he takes it now. We could really only get him with that once, huh? The 2-1. The 3-1 now. Alright. You know, if that first pitch strike would have just been called a strike, it would have been a much better count. Full count here. We got to give him something to hit, don't we? The 3-2. Ball 4, he walked him. Strike 2. Rogers pumping up his battery, mate. Come on, Brennan. Come on, Brennan. Strike 3 with the bases loaded. 1 more to go, Brennan. 1 more to go. Filthy. He's already homered tonight. Let's hope he doesn't do it here. Ball 1. We are a strike away. The pitch. Oh, that clips. That was low, I get it, but that clips. 2-2 now. Swung on and missed! Brendan Hanafy strikes him out. Bases loaded, gets us out of it. The Tigers hold the lead. That arm angle and me still learning this batting camera, no, that's just not fair. I'm not hitting that. I'm going to chop it very softly over to third is what I'm going to do. Oh, he throws him off the bag! Jung throws him off the bag! We're alive! We are alive, baby! It's just, it's always so low, and it's always so slow, and those are some bars, and we're 0-1, and we need a good hit. Is it soft enough? It's not. It's not soft enough. I thought we'd get a little soft fly out there. Alright, you got it. You gotta give it to me here. I feel it. I have a feeling in my bones. We are gonna get a Jake Rogers 2-run shot right here. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Alright, so, you know what I said about the home run? I was just kidding. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. Lock in this game now. What? Whoa! 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 Yeah, what? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Where did that even hit the strike zone? Fly ball, center field, playable. We're going to the top of the ninth. Josh Young is all that stands in our way. Jason Foley, you're going to come out and close this game for us. First pitch by Foley. Ball. Not even an apology call. You should be on your hands and knees begging me for, you know, an apology. For me to say, you know, or not begging me for an apology, but for forgiveness. I would have tapped my helmet so hard. Alright, Foley, I know I'm yapping, but we gotta hit the strike zone, man. Let's do it here. You almost didn't. You're playing with me, Foley. You're playing with me. Okay. Maybe he means business. He's comfortable with the fastball. Let's let him throw it. Yeah! 3-0 to 0-3. Come on, sit down. That made no sense, but I don't care. 1 away here in the ninth. Comerica Park is on their feet. Babe Ruth Jr. is at the plate. swings to the fastball. He falls 0-2 into the count. Jason Foley kicks, fires, ball 1.
1 ball.
I'm going to let him just keep throwing that fastball. That's what he likes to throw right now. The 1-2. Lined foul. Maybe I could have caught that. Maybe I should have went for that. Let's drop this circle change low. Ground ball. Ibanez is not able to get there. I should have dove maybe. I thought I'd have the speed. I didn't want to knock it into the outfield further. Okay. Let's keep throwing that fastball here. Say he went.
What do you got?
He did. If Foley is comfortable with the fastball and that's all he wants to throw, then that's all they're going to get, I guess. No, I didn't do that! No! No! I didn't want to jump! I did not want to jump! What is this game? What is this game? No!
The batter is second baseman, Marcus.
I have the controller on my leg and I must have tapped the button.
Outside.
No! We cannot lose off of a user error. Please, no. Tyler Holton, please be our savior. I can pronounce words. No, I can't. I can't even make an infield routine play. Throw the ball to first. No! And the game's tied now! Oh, it has fallen apart here in the ninth. Ball. That was in the zone! No! What is going on? What is happening to us? The strike called last inning, the ball called this inning. Are you kidding me? It's like the script doesn't want us to get this far. Oh, you gotta stop fouling stuff off, Seager. My heart can't take this. Swings through and misses. Game's tied through 9. Okay, well, let's go Riley Green. We're trying to stay alive. Okay, I can't hit this arm angle. It's caught. What are you gonna do? That one's popped up in the left for out number 2. Okay, Glaber. This could be your last at-bat with us. Oh, come on. Just early. Hit high into right field, but it's going to be playable, is it? At the warning track, and it dies right in front of the wall. Extra inning baseball. Here we go. It really hurts to kind of have to waste Holton on this game.
Yep.
It's not really a waste. It's not a waste. You know what? We need to win here. It's do or die. It is do or die baseball. Now, obviously, if a few calls would have gone our way, if a few little user errors didn't happen, luckily Carpenter's able to stop that from being extra bases, this game would have been over already. Let it go foul. There we go. Try to bunt that. He will. Now play happening at second. We need to get out of this. 1-2. Up the middle. It's a base hit. Meadows throw home. Is it in time? It's not. Tigers lead. Or Tigers don't lead. Rangers lead. Of course. The best bullpen pitcher we have hits his spot, which is down low. A strike isn't called again. And we're now behind. Do or die baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Do or die baseball. We have fallen behind. Holton cannot hit his spot. That ball's absolutely crushed into center field. Meadows is there, luckily, because we have Superman in center. I could not be more frustrated with this game. Fouled off. I don't understand how they got a base hit off a pitch 8 inches below the strike zone. They're going to ring him up, but we're down by 1. And now Mason Miller is obviously coming out of the bullpen, because why wouldn't he be? And that equals strike 3. We get swept in the ALCS. That is a heartbreaker, ladies and gentlemen. That is a heartbreaker. I definitely know I let my frustrations during this game come out a little too much, but I really wanted to get it done for us. I really wanted to avoid a sweep. But when one door closes, another one opens. This just means we could get suited up for the offseason. The Phillies have defeated the Rangers in the World Series. Let's just take one more look at this roster before we go into year 2. Some memories. Some frustrations, obviously. The rotation: Skubal, Olsen, Job, Harrison, Manning, Mize, Vest, and the bullpen, Vest, Foley, Brisky, Hanfee, Duvall, Holton. It was a rough one. And I can't promise all of these guys will be here. This offseason could be very interesting for us. I have a lot of moves I want to make. I have a lot of thoughts about where to take this team. That was a heartbreaker. Gleyber Torres in his last at-bat as a Tiger almost got the job done. Just wasn't enough. Torkelson, Westberg, Meadows. Who are some names that are going to be off this team? What are some new names that you could see coming in? Who disappointed you guys the most? Who impressed everybody? If you guys are excited for year 2 and the improvements that I plan to bring into it, more graphics and everything, leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.